Let's welcome in Republican Congressman from New Jersey and member of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Again, many people say, well, why are you talking about this? Because you're from New Jersey. But of course, we mentioned that you are on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. Very, very important here. And you posted this on X specifically about the Atlantic City Coast Guard jumping into action to help out with a bridge collapse in Baltimore Harbor after the tragic accident. What have you heard about the ongoing cleanup and also the investigation? We know that it's going to take quite some time.
And you're exactly right. There is a time consideration here. We should move as quickly, but also thoroughly and efficiently as possible. You know, we're going to be changing from a recovery position to one of a salvage position. We also want to open up the Baltimore Harbor as quickly as we can. Let's understand something. This is in the top 10 in the country. Heavy machinery comes through here, automobiles, coal, and a lot of important products that we either are shipping out or are coming into the United States. Here's where bad policy hurts you, by the way. This is a terrible tragedy. But you know what is also a tragedy is the inflation that's taking place in this country and the high interest rates. So companies cannot hold as many goods and products as they normally would. Their inventories are continually lower, which creates supply chain problems. Well, now we're going to have pretty instantaneously some supply chain problems because of what's happening there and because we're not going to be able to ship back and forth. And it's something we're going to have to live with, but it's most unfortunate. We need lower interest rates. We need to stop this inflation. Now, the real thing here, though, is for those that still haven't been recovered, I want to thank the Coast Guard. I want to thank for all the first responders for the work that they've done. I am so proud of them. I'm so proud that folks from my district in Atlantic City also were there doing their job. This is what the men and women in service do. Regardless of whether they take a chance in their own lives, they're willing to do that to help others. We want to find these 4 others so that there can finally be peace and closure in their homes as well.
And their families certainly deserve that. I can't imagine what they're going through right now, you know, with them in the river right now. It's horrible. Congressman, I'm going to switch to this right now, the border crisis. We know it continues to spiral out of control. President Biden's international reputation and international stage, he's taking some hits right now. We want to bring this up. You posted this on X. Joe Biden's reputation as president is so weak that Mexican President Obrador thinks he can hold the United States of America as a diplomatic hostage. Biden continues to put America last here. What do you mean by that?
What I mean is this is a president that worries about every other country and everything else more than he does America and Americans. Look what happened in Iran when we took the sanctions off, and now they made billions of dollars more money because he single-handedly removed the sanctions that President Trump had put in place. What happens? Gives them a lot of money. They increase terrorism, obviously, in the Mideast and export it around the world. And Mexico, here's the deal. When President Trump gets back in, he's going to have a serious talk with Mexico. And if they want to sell their goods and services in the United States of America, they're going to reinstitute the stay in Mexico policy. This border is not complicated. There are complicated issues out there. This is not one of them. Button up the border. Immediately continue to build the wall and finish it. Make sure that we immediately expedite those that get into the country illegally back to their country of origin. Detain and deport, especially anybody who's committed crimes, for God's sake. Make sure that you have the latest technology there. Make sure that you end, catch, and release. This can all be done and be accomplished. But this president is more worried about what Mexico thinks than he's worried about the American people and what they think. And I'm damn tired of it. Americans are tired of it. We want our country back. This is a great and an exceptional nation, and his actions are just unacceptable, I believe, to the majority of Americans.
Very frustrating to see what's going on, and then the mass results that come from mass migration here throughout the country.
Devastating.
Congressman Jeff Van Drew from the state of New Jersey. Sir, thanks for coming on.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
And coming